is Lando. Sit. Mwah. Look at the camera. So yeah, the sun's out, we're out, and today we are going out. Lando, you ruined the shot. Walkies. Okay, we're going. Right, Landy? Woo! So yes, we're going out today because the weather is very good. I did put this off until today. I was meant to take him out yesterday. Honestly, after the long week that I've had at work and producing the daily videos, which do take a bit of time to edit in the evening, I put it off on Saturday to get some rest. And the weather today looks incredible. So we're going out and we're on our way now. Let's do this. Hello, Lando. Come on. Come on. So we've basically made a quick stop on the side of the road because I've driven this road a lot, but I've never really stopped at the side to admire all the things that you see in the twists and the turns. So that's why we're here. We've seen a little waterfall behind us, and I think it's as good an opportunity actually to bring out the drone. Wow, again, probably not the best experience filming with that one there. He hates the drone, but I bought it to film the walks with him, so that's what we're gonna do. It's on to the next place, and yeah, we'll try and do more shots. I've just got to try and get him distracted when I take off. Off to the next place, try and get the drone in the air, and treat you guys to some epic, and I mean epic, landscape shots. Okay, so now as far as man-made things come into play, this is pretty spectacular. Look at that. That is the Derwent Valley Dam, or at least one of the Derwent Valley dams. That is pretty incredible. I don't know if you can hear it, but there is a guy with a drone. Lando seems to be letting him fly his drone, so I might try and get my drone out. I mean, there's a bit of a space where I can occupy Lando, so yeah, we'll try and get the drone out and capture this, but look at that. That is spectacular. So currently on a 100-step climb all the way to the top of the dam. Absolutely wore the wrong jeans for this. I mean, who comes out in near 30-degree heat climbing 100 steps to the top of a dam in skinny jeans? Honestly, who does that? But we're doing it today, and I'm sure it'll all be worth it when we get to the top. So yeah, looking forward to seeing the views and what's on the other side of that wall. Managed to find a nice quiet spot near the side of the reservoir, and I think it's a good time to talk about creativity. And one of the things that always comes into play when one is trying to be creative is a force against it. So I don't know if people feel the same as me, but when I'm being creative or trying to be creative, I can sometimes concentrate on the things that are stopping me. So whether it's at work and my desk is untidy, I then have to clean the desk before I can be creative at my desk. That takes up some time, and it eats into, of course, that impulse to be creative. If I was at home and the house wasn't tidy, I would need to clean the house so that I could have a tidy workspace to work within to be creative. If I'm out with the dog on a walk and I'm trying to do some drone shots, he won't allow me to fly the drone in peace. It really gets on his nerves. So again, I have to fight that and factor that into the equation when I'm trying to get the shots on the drone. Members of the public, for instance, looking over at what you're doing, having an interest, you know, that can also stifle your creativity when you're thinking about what you're trying to do whilst also taking into account being watched by members of the public. So it's not easy, it's very hard, it's quite difficult. I find it quite difficult, but that's the reason why we try and get out. Cheers, Lando. Over here, go over there. But again, yeah, so it's one of the things that I find difficult when I'm trying to be creative. All of these things are going on in the mind, but the main thing to do is just get out there, be creative, try and ignore all the bad elements that are going on while you're trying to create something, and just go for it. So I'm gonna set a 10-minute timer on my watch, and I'm going to try and get as many creative shots of the location that I'm in right now, and you'll see that now. Okay, so again, not the easiest to do something creative in a short space of time with the limitations around you, but it's a good exercise to always just, you know, try and train your eye to look out for things that, you know, other people might not see, and to try to capture them on the camera in the way that you want them to be seen as creatively as possible. So yeah, I mean, anyway, a good exercise, and we'll move on. Okay, so the place that we actually came to see today isn't at this reservoir, but nonetheless, that was pretty spectacular. That was a damn spectacular dam. So what we're doing right now is we're heading over to another reservoir, the bottom of Derwent Valley reservoirs. So as you can see, we are not at the second destination on our day trip out today. The weather took a little bit of a turn, and I think ultimately that the stresses of trying to fly the drone while Lando is there is just a little bit too much. He goes really crazy for it. People start to look. It causes a lot of unwanted attention, and I've got to concentrate when I put that thing in the air. So basically decided not to do it. We will go there another day, but for now we're just going to try and enjoy the rest of the okay weather, and we're going to just try and have a beer. So yeah, cheers. Lovely jubbly.